How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and we have our Cosmic Crucible Season 11 rules and the War Chapter 6 rules all rolled into one video for you guys today. Now, Cosmic Crucible is coming to an end next week, so October 18th is going to be the season rollover. Matchmaking is going to be on the 19th, and the first day of trials is going to be on October 20th. Now, I don't have the defense options video ready. We just kind of got these room rules, and I did a quick scroll through on it. There's some pretty interesting rules that we're going to be able to play with. But for the defense options video, that should be coming out next week. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. You hit that notification bell so that way you don't miss that video. Those videos, I do the infographic of 4 teams that can slot into all of the rooms, and that really gives you a pretty good idea of how to set up your defense and kind of what direction that you can kind of go if you want to follow that advice. Now, for these stage rolls, it's going to be a vampires versus zombies. On defense and offense, Night Stalker characters will be gaining a plus 20% damage boost. When attacking a character with bleed, gain +1 offense up. So that's going to be really stacking into the damage portion for the Night Stalkers. For the Undying characters, they're going to get a plus 20% max health. When attacking a character with bleed, gain +1 defense up. So that's going to make them more survivable. I don't really see them being a defense team unless you take Hela out and you do like the 3-piece with Scarlet Witch, and they might be able to do something on there. Just those Gregs are going to be kind of cannon fodder for like New Warriors and Hive Mind. Now, on defense, all characters will gain a 20% health pool and 10% extra damage. That's normal. And after you attack and you complete the attack, they're going to gain 1 exhaust. So they are keeping that normal, which I'm fine with. I'm actually happy about that. Otherwise, Mephisto and Odin would be a nightmare to try to take care of. For stage 1, combat support. On defense and offense, fortifier and healer characters on hit, so when they hit somebody, apply +1 vulnerable up to 20 stacks. Jeez. Striker characters on hit apply 3 vulnerable up to 20. All other characters, that would be skirmisher, raider, on hit apply 2 vulnerable up to 20. Okay, all characters when attacking gain plus 100% damage per vulnerable on the attacking character. That is 2000% damage if they get to that 20 stack. Whoever's going to be on defense in stage 1, make sure they are very fast. You can definitely lean into the striker portion of it. Just make everybody striker to really get those vulnerable stacks up there, just to delete people. Doing like a raider to spread the vulnerables out isn't a bad idea either. Right off the bat, I see Orcus in here. Scientist Supreme goes first, does the ultimate. Nimrod goes, and he can hit pretty hard. Omega Sentinel can hit very hard. I can see Orcus being a problem in here, but let's go ahead and keep looking. Stage 2, rules of combat. On defense and offense, villain characters on a successful attack apply defense down to each target attack. Hero characters on a successful attack apply offense down to each target attack. I like this. Try to mix it up like heroes and villains. That's pretty cool, and being able to get like defense down and offense down, that's not bad. I don't know how impactful this will be, but I do like it. Stage 3, raid on Crucible. The raid room is back. Room counts as raid. Lower resistance and healing by 50%. So Orcus has these new meta stats. Night Stalkers, they do as well. Those are the 2 main teams that's going to be kind of slotted in here. I could see Orcus being in here, and then you can use Night Stalkers as the attack team. But we'll have to keep an open mind. But I really am tired of the raid teams coming in here. We asked for it the first time. We thought it was okay, and then they keep bringing it back. Stage 4, Flashbang. On defense and offense, with blind, lower that character's speed by 5% and armor by 25%. ultimate ability is apply blind to the primary target. So we tried doing stuff like this before, and we couldn't really find a great team for it. I don't think that we've had a big enough shift in the team since then to really take advantage of this yet. Usually you need to try to find characters that can dish out a lot of blind. I know Blade, if you get his ultimate, that does blind to the primary and adjacents. And that would slow them down and make it to where he's faster. And the ultimate's going to apply blind anyways for him. Agatha's... So I can see Night Stalkers kind of working in here. They have those new meta stats, so they're going to be able to really push out and drag the match on. Stage 5, Unholy Alliance. On defense and offense, unlimited characters count as Masters of Evil. Masters of Evil count as unlimited. So I do like the idea that they're trying to mix these tags, having it to where it's unlimited and not the blanket X-Men tag, because this is just saying unlimited characters, not X-Men characters. It's like Nightcrawler doing that special. It's not going to give speed up to the Masters of Evil. You might be able to maybe use like some of the X-Men characters, throw Absorbing Man on defense in here as well, so that way Rogue gives Absorbing Man the safeguard. Absorb Man pulling the negative effects off everybody on turn 2. I think you can play around with certain things like that, but overall, I don't know if this is going to be super impactful. But having a pre-taunt out there that can pull negative effects off the X-Men team, well, we'll have to see how that would end up working. Stage 6, What's Up Dog? So, Updog, this is the run that he ended up creating. He ended up beating me in that finals matchup last tournament that we had. But I'll get my revenge, Updog. I will get my revenge. Alright, all characters. Reduce all healing by 100%. Spawn with safeguard, immunity, and defense up. So this is pretty interesting. I know he had it to where the community ended up voting, and this is the one that ended up winning. So shutting down all healing, I don't know if drain effects and doing like health steals, I think that could still end up bypassing the healing. Maybe not the drain, because that's usually you deal damage and heal off of that, but we'll have to see. Doing stealing of health, like Morgan Le Fay stuff, that should still work, I believe. Spawning with safeguard, immunity, and defense up. So putting Night Stalkers in here right off the bat is what I'm thinking of. Having it to where they spawn in, like Blade, Agatha, all of them, safeguard, immunity, defense up. Man-Thing, he is a pre-taunt, so he'd have safeguard, immunity, defense up, and the taunt. That could be very dangerous. So immediately what I'm thinking in my head, stage 2 we can put Orcus in stage 2. Stage 6 we can do the Night Stalkers team. Do the Extreme Rogue, Absorbing Man in 5. That's just first impressions of looking at this. I'm going to do more of a deep dive on this, but look for that type of thing on the infographic that I'll be doing. Now let's go ahead and dive into the Alliance War Chapter 6. So this is going to be starting October 21st. So that is going to be basically the same time that the new season of Cosmic Crucible starts up. So October 21st is going to be a very exciting day. New Cosmic Crucible rules, new war rules. That's really going to make things fresh. And we have Battle World coming shortly after this. That's primo. I love it. All right, Bump in the Night is going to be the theme of it. Global. On primary hit, if a target has bleed, attacking Night Stalker allies apply trauma. So you have Night Stalkers on defense. They attack into the Night Stalkers and they're bleeding already. They're now going to get trauma for hitting that Night Stalker. That's pretty interesting. I do like that. Global is going to be a plus 20% primary stats to defending Bifrost allies. So I just did that video talking about traps that the game is trying to throw at you. And I brought up how Pegasus is listed on the visual that we saw, saying Astral and Pegasus. And I flat out said that's like trying to make us build Bifrost when Night Stalkers are out. Here it is. if your Bifrost team isn't already capped out, don't invest any more into Bifrost, please. This is a trap trying to get you to spend your resources, because that level cap that I said is probably coming very soon. If you had them at level 95, if you want to take them to 100 to get that extra 20% stats, I get it. But if you don't have them built up, I would end up ignoring this portion of the Alliance War rules. Save your resources, people. All right. Plus 20% primary stats to attacking allies as well. Now for Medbay, this is going to be a global rule, so it goes to everywhere. Apply 2 regeneration to defending allies. On turn, defending allies clear bleed from self and gain offense up. Armory is going to be an adjacent, so that's going to be the armory and any rooms adjacent to that. Plus 20% primary stats to all defending allies. An extra 20% to non-mythic mystic hero allies. So I actually have the game pulled up and I have it set to that tag. When we're done looking at these room rules, we're going to look to see who really benefits from this. Right off the bat, though, it's going to be the Night Stalkers team. They have 1 villain, 4 heroes, and they are all mystic. So it's really trying to push them as the premier war team for the season. Security is going to be adjacent. Apply defense down to attacking enemies. The bridge is going to be just the room only. That's going to be the apply 10 positive effects randomly to the defending allies. The hangar is going to give a 15% barrier to all defending allies, and this is going to be the adjacent one. And an extra 15% to those non-mythic mystic hero allies. The reactor is going to apply disrupt to the attacking enemies just for that room. The barracks is going to be an adjacent one as well. So apply offense up to defending allies. Non-mythic mystic hero allies are going to gain additional offense up. Cargo bay, this is going to be a global rule. Plus 10% to primary stats to all defending allies. An extra 20% to non-mythic mystic hero allies. Then there's going to be the engineering, which is going to be the adjacent room. Apply defense up to all defending allies. Okay, so now we are in game. We have this set to where it's the mystic heroes, and we're going to do non-mythic because that's what they listed on there. So we're not going to look at Odin on this list. All of these characters on this list are going to have a 70% primary stat boost. They're going to have 2 offense ups and a 30% barrier on spawn. So right off the bat, we do see the Night Stalkers, which I mentioned on there. We have Moon Knight, we have Blade, there's going to be Man-Thing, and Oath. Now, other characters that can really take advantage of this, we have Spider-Man Noir, who's part of the Spider Society team. We have Silver Surfer, it's just going to be him on that Annihilators team. We have Vol. We have 2 Ghost Riders in Robbie and Cosmic Ghost Rider. We also have 2 of the Illuminati members, Captain Britain and Black Panther Shuri, that's going to be getting those stat increases. We do have some new Warriors members in Gwenpool, Deathpool. There's also going to be Cloak and Dagger, so the new Warriors is going to be able to take advantage of that as well. So I could see them going on defense, give them a little bit of extra life considering they've really fallen out of that Cosmic Crucible life. We have the Eternals, we have Spider Weaver. Now, interesting one is going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider and Starbrand. That's 2 of the Out of Time members. So Out of Time could be a little bit tougher to deal with. Having it to where these 2 characters already spawn in with the barrier, even though they get barrier when the ults happen because of Cosmic Ghost Rider, but getting the stat increase could be pretty impactful. Starbrand having 2 offense ups, he hits like a truck, honestly. We have the Spider Weaver, I believe I mentioned that one. Now, interesting one's going to be War Dogs. They do have a lot of war tags built into them. So, where's the war tag on here? So, war offense. So this is war offense, not defense. That's unfortunate, but I think the War Dogs using the Black Panther 1 mil, the regular Black Panther, I'm not going to build up M'Baku. That's going to be like a trap type of thing to invest in him. But I think you might be able to plug some of these War Dogs maybe with the new Warriors. That could be a little bit interesting to do. But overall, the rules look pretty interesting. The Hero Mystic theme is pretty cool. I'm glad they definitely put the non-mythic, because having Odin getting that would be terrible having to go against that. But let me know what teams you see that you can make out of this list to really make a strong defense for these next season. I'm looking forward to doing the testing on it, but if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.